Hey, what's up, guys? Crypto Mike here with the mic check 1212. Here with G-Dlt.
Yo.
He is large in the XRP community. I'm sure most of you guys know him. And we're just hanging out. We live near each other. So just hanging out, talking XRP. Let me go on this side.
Yeah, for sure.
Talking XRP and talking the crypto markets. And just chilling. So hopefully you guys are doing well today. I know this is my
Appreciate y'all tuning in. What's up, everybody?
Yeah, G-Dlt. I mean, this guy is awesome. He's been in the community for so long. We've all been together, just doing our thing and kind of just playing off each other, just and just following the community, following the markets, doing our thing. Presenting information.
Yeah, man, we got to talk about Binance International. I think 5 to 7 days going to be closing off to U.S. users, everybody. So, get your ducks in a row. I mean, I'll never tell you guys what to do, but that's what I'm doing, is trying to figure out what are my other alternatives, what other exchanges can I use. Kraken, first crypto bank. I've been transferring some assets to that as well. Yeah, let's walk down that corner here. It's a little bit shadier. People popping in. What's up, everybody? How you guys doing?
Yeah, I mean, that's a big deal, man. What's going on with regulations, dude? That's what's on everyone's mind right now.
Well, that's what I think too, is like with Binance International closing, I feel that that's a sign that regulations are soon to come, right? Especially where they had a deadline that was set for like 40 days and they decreased that deadline down to about 14 days when I reported it, that they were going to be closing it down. So there's a reason why they're accelerating it. I hope they don't accelerate it even more and then catch people off guard, and the next thing you know, they can't get their cryptos off the exchange. But there's something going on with Binance and definitely with US regulations that they can't have Binance International and US users using it anymore. So what does that mean? Like, there's only cryptos that you can get on Binance International. So now you have to try to transfer them to specific wallets that can only support that crypto. For example, if that crypto isn't supported at any other exchange, or, maybe you start using Coinbase more. Maybe you start using Kraken. Binance US, I don't think people from the US are going to want to leave Binance International and then be like, oh, I'll go to Binance US. I think people would be probably pissed at Binance, right? Like to know what you guys think as well, but I think that's a really big indicator that maybe we're getting closer to regulations than we think. It might not happen this month, but maybe 2020 is the year of regulation, and maybe this last month is going to be very surprising to a lot of the people in the crypto space.
And I feel like with the election and everything, that kind of just amplified everything, kind of made everything. Well, if Trump is really worried about, and I'm not trying to get political, but this is just fact, because it's all tied together. But if he's really worried about leaving office, which of course that most of America thinks he's not gonna be in office anymore,
right?
Then this will be his time to make his lasting impression,
right,
regarding whatever he needs to do, like maybe even pardoning certain people or making regulations that he thought he would have time to do in the next term.
And he has to accelerate them, yeah.
And he just wants to make these changes now. That's just a rumor, though, of course, put out by Brian Armstrong. And that's just one person in the crypto in the crypto world, dude. I mean, it doesn't really mean a whole lot, to be honest. Once you've been in the crypto market, once you've been in the community for long enough, you understand how FUD works. But like what I was saying was that if Trump is trying to make a lasting impression, trying to make things harder for them to change back, I don't know how long it would take for them to change these regulations back, but he would make it harder, and he, whatever he had in mind, he would want to push forward as soon as possible and as extreme as he could.
Right, and we see him trying to do that with the vaccine, for example, right? So we think he'll probably try to do that in terms of economic type of things.
Is that a school? A park?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we can walk down that way.
Yeah.
Also, it's funny, before XRP and XLM popped off in the past week or so, I was saying on my channel that with uncertainty, because at this, I don't know, I still think it's like up in the air who the real president is until we actually get to see them actually doing things in 2021. I'm not going to say I have any support for Trump or Biden either way. I don't really care about that. I'm just saying there's uncertainty, and with great uncertainty brings volatility in the space, and that's what we've been seeing here with people, you know, not knowing what the future outcome of the US is going to be in terms of who's going to be the president. Looks like people are starting to take their USD or their faith in the dollar and transferring it over to cryptocurrencies. Now, will we see a continuation of that into December? Hopefully. I mean, we already saw that starting like right after the elections. Next thing you know, like 7 days later, or 10 days later or whatever, we see XRP and XLM start to pop off. So, you know, there's other cryptos as well, ADA, Algo, that are doing pretty good, that are popping as well. But
ADA's been popping, man.
Yeah,
I'm waiting for VeChain, honestly, but that's one of
VeChain's
those
gonna
ones.
be one of those ones too, man.
It's one of those ones that you don't like. Everyone's scared about, and once people get clarity on VeChain, trust me,
but then it'll be too late. You know, that's the thing. It's like the risk aspect of it, right? You either believe in it, you take the risk, and you can reap the great rewards, or you wait to see what's going to happen. But by the time you wait, it's already at 5 cents, or, you know, maybe even close to $1. Who knows what the future for VeChain is going to be?
I mean, look. So like, if you got, I was gonna go through.
Cut,
and maybe we can just go.
Dude, this is a nice area. Yeah,
it is. It's not bad actually. So like, well, I mean, what I see is that if like like someone like me, I'm no whale. I don't got no serious cash or anything.
He's a whale.
Well, what am I a whale in? I might be a whale in like one thing.
You're a whale in AMP.
That might be the only thing. I don't even know if that's a whale status.
I know.
But hey, it feels good to have a lot of something. But anyways, if you know, I mean, when you don't have a lot of money to mess around with, but then you do have money that you don't mind, you know, putting in something, speculating, and then if you lose it, you'll be fine. Like, you have to keep that in mind. But if you're a huge whale, okay, we can't go through here.
maybe
you want to walk through the
alley. Yeah, maybe here.
If you're a whale, and when I say whale, I'm just saying if you got like $1 billion or something, if you got a lot of money, of course you're gonna wait. You're gonna be very picky and choosy with your investments. You have a lot of money to protect. Once you have a lot of money, that's something you have to be able to protect, or you're not going to have any money. But when you don't have any money, making these risky bets is a lot easier to do, because it seems like for me, like that's all I've done in my whole life. Anyways, I'd spend my money on anything. It didn't matter. I'm a spender, but I spend it on crypto, which is promising some deflationary benefits, and when I say deflationary,
showing some supply demand dynamics as well, you know.
Yeah, dude, and it's just the beginning. Where the fuck are we going?
I don't know, man. You want to go through this like little green pasture?
Yeah, let's go through it.
But you're right, and also it's, you know, that's what the beauty of this crypto space is, though, right? Is you can have a little bit of money and throw it into a coin that you believe in, at least, or whether it's short term or long term, you can get thousands of that coin, depending on its price. Obviously, if it's already over $1, then you need thousands of dollars. But we're talking about the VeChains here, right? I think that's like something that's, you know, interesting. Is like you see that the Chinese government is backing it. That's a turnoff for a lot of people. I understand that. I'm not trying to shill VeChain. I'm just using it as an example for like this crypto space in general.
Yeah.
Of, you know, trying to take advantage of, you know, these moments and not trying to wait to see, oh, is there clarity for them or anything like that. I would be, you know, just obviously everybody has to do their own research, and I'll never tell anybody what to do, but I think we're really in great times, and I think we're going to be seeing regulations coming very soon, and that's going to change the whole dynamics of this market. I think by the end of 2021, man, we're going to be seeing a whole different space than we were ever even knew.
Dude, crypto as we know it, like the whole space, you know, the trading part of it and all that, I think it's going to go away like the way we know it.
Yeah. Like the Wild West phase that we're in right now is...
It's the Wild West. It's still the Wild West, dude. Can you believe that?
Dude, there's still thousands of scam coins out there trying to get people to believe that they actually have something going on. Most likely it's going to be about 50 to 100 of them that actually make it through or might provide actual utility. And that's really what it is, man. We want to see them being used because that's what they're made for, is to be used as a form of currency, maybe as a store of value, whatever their use case is.
Well, they certainly weren't, invented for speculation,
Exactly.
For a speculatory market. Like, that's not the use.
And that's what it is. It's just billions of dollars in this space. Let's wait until we see trillions of dollars. And I was talking with Mike earlier. XRP, I love XRP personally. I like XLM, I like a lot of cryptos, but XRP was the first one, if you count the whole total supply at an all-time high, surpassed that of Bitcoin's price at all-time high. So, and it's funny because the moment that it broke all-time high and broke past BTC, that's when you start getting this major crash in this bear market that we went through for a couple of years. So I'm interested to see if that's going to happen again, or are they just going to let XRP run this time and say, hey man, you can go without Bitcoin and like just surpass it? Because I think that's what, I think the Bitcoin whales or somebody in control of Bitcoin was just like, whoa, XRP just passed the market cap, total market cap of Bitcoin. Let's crash this whole fucking market and bring down XRP.
It's all about, it's really manipulated. The thing is, dude, people don't understand that. A lot of people say it's not manipulated. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about, dude? Like, it's so obviously manipulated, like, and it has been for years, and so maybe that's why Trump wants to put these, Trump and Mnuchin, they want to put these these policies out there. Dude, that will change that.
Yeah, hopefully we get to see what all those trade deals were about too, man, because those things take years to develop. It's not just like in a month you get to see the consequences of it. You got to see it, how it happens in like a year or two, right? By the way, shout out to everybody, the 73 people tuning in. You guys are awesome. Thanks for hitting those likes. And
we got Lady Enigma, Jake Hill. What's up, bro?
Iku. Guys? We got some of the blue crew in here.
The blue crew is definitely in here, dude. I'm sure a lot of
Work until I die. What's up, dude?
Work until I die. Wait, that's actually good.
Dude, he's hilarious. Every time he's just like, hey, just working.
I like that screen name though, because like, people, this whole thing about crypto right now is like, I'm gonna retire young and blah blah, and I'm like, what are you gonna do?
Right.
You're gonna get so fucking bored.
Right.
Like, keep doing things where you produce. You got to keep producing. Doesn't matter. So I think a lot of people do have that in mind. But now with all this newfound wealth, you're gonna be able to produce in a different way.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about that,
Yeah, already having hobbies or passions that you're into, that you do regardless whether you have money or not, that's just going to be the cherry on top when you do have money then. Like,
yeah.
That's what's going to be I never tell anybody what to do. I'm not saying like, hey, you guys, whoever is just doing a job that they don't like and whatever, you got to rethink your life or anything, because they're just doing their part to contribute to society, and who am I to ridicule on that? But I think it's, you can't just be waiting on crypto, I think, to like get you to where you need to be mentally, or that comfort that you're looking for.
Especially mentally, that's dangerous.
Exactly. Like, oh, I'm going to do this when I'm rich. I'm going to do this certain thing that I've always wanted to do when I'm rich.
Or I'll be happy when I'm rich. Like,
exactly.
No.
That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, it's the same deal. It's just, that's very dangerous to put your emotions, to connect them with your assets and then the value of your assets.
And if you're not happy now, man, and you do get that money, you're going to keep filling that empty void of unhappiness with that money. And then next thing you know, you lose all the money that you just gained.
I mean, hell, if you really want to go eat like 30 tacos in one sitting because now you can afford it, go to Taco Bell and do your shit, man. But you might have a heart attack. Like, you want to go do 10 lines of the best Coke you can do, go do your shit, but you might die. That's the risk reward payoff, right?
Right, exactly, man.
Like, go ahead and do your shit, but you gotta, the more you stabilize beforehand, before you have all the money, you gotta be a stable fucking person, or you might not get to enjoy, your riches. So you need to make sure that you have a plan, Stan.
And I don't know if you'll be able to survive in crypto because it's so highly volatile right now. We're talking about pennies in this market where any crypto can go up or down 10%, 20%. Hell, maybe there's a major crash, a catalyst of news that gives us another crash like in March.
There should be,
you know, and
something, yeah.
Dude,
something.
People who really love crypto and have been in through the winter, when that crash happened in March, people were like, oh, I can't wait to buy. And that is the mentality that you should have because, or like, I don't know, I'm not going to say you should have that, but that is a great mentality to have because you're buying when people are the most uncertain. And that is I think that's where the biggest reward can come. Obviously a big risk.
Well, because, you know, you've done the homework, you know, you do the research, you know what's coming, and most people don't because they need social support to support their beliefs. And there's not a whole lot of social support for, you know, the crypto market. There's a lot of speculation, a lot of hype. There's a ton of hype.
Yeah.
You know? Is Bones in here?
Yeah, Bones is in here.
I have not seen him for so long. How you doing, bro?
Good
to see you, man. Yo, where's your mask?
Yeah, exactly.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't care, dude. If they're gonna try
I've
to
hung out with him before.
something.
We're germ bonded. We're good.
Yeah. Wait, who was it? Who was it? Someone said, oh, that was another person. He said that he got a blood test and then he has all the antibodies already. So he doesn't, like, so are you gonna get the vaccination? He said, well, I'll probably get the vaccination anyways because I want to be able to go to the movies and the grocery stores. I'm like, fuck.
That's something
that does not make sense at all.
That's
sorry.
Have you gone to like places where they like check your temperature? And
I used to be a temperature checker.
No
At my
way.
job, yeah, I didn't like it, but it was whatever. It's like you're shooting someone in the forehead in their pineal gland or something.
So like sometimes in my channel we talk about like because this is the thing with blockchain that a lot of people don't focus on is like the identity aspect and like knowing the cryptos you're receiving are from that exact same person and that who you're sending it to is that exact same person that you're intending to send it to. And all these other factors that have to do with identity in there. And now that we're in 2020, there's a company called Global ID where they want you to verify everything, your emails, your health records, your ID, your identification, all that type of stuff. And so maybe in the future where if you want to attend an event, for example, they're going to probably ask for something like that. Show me your phone. Let me scan that QR code. Okay, you're good. You're good to go in. You know, they probably won't do like pressure thing on you anymore.
Like they'll do like, do you need a certificate or something?
Yeah.
I mean, there's been a lot of different theories and stuff. So it's just basically some kind of a certificate or like some kind of verification that you got your vaccine.
Yeah. I mean, you know, you already have that at bars, right? Oh, let me see if you're 21. Okay. Now, if you want to go to a concert, let me see if you're just healthy enough to even attend the concert, right?
I mean, well, they you know what they did? Like the first thing they did was impose mask laws, or I don't know if they're laws, but regulations for private companies. I think the CDC made it, they made it mandatory, you know, to put masks on to enter a restaurant, especially around here. Yeah. And so that started it all off. I remember when Crypto Poppy and I were walking around talking, we went to islands right before, and the funny thing is that that was right when they started all this shit, all this COVID stuff, and as soon as we got to islands, they said, okay, well, we don't have any menus, but you can scan with your phone the QR codes, and they're like, the first thing is like mandatory mask laws.
Right.
That's the first rule of getting us. That's the first way, the first method of getting us to be compliant as a society.
Dude, and having us do more digital things is another way of us being more compliant without us knowing about it as well, because that's how they're able to track everything. That's what I think is the end game, is they want to have everything through the internet. So once it's digital and on the internet, it's forever traceable. It doesn't matter. And if you're having transactions going over the internet from these central banks that are going to migrate over to an internet-based economy or internet-based system from their traditional legacy system, you're going to have everything traceable through a transaction on the internet. So yeah, I don't know if there's going to be some ultimate privacy token that eventually gets developed. I've heard Monero's gotten can be traced now. CipherTrace found a tracing mechanism for Monero.
Damn.
But dude, I know, dude, and think about this with the ISO 20022 standard. I talk about it a lot on my live streams.
Yeah,
too.
you did your live stream on it.
Yeah, the way the shipping container was for goods, where they created a standard shipping container for all goods, for all good manufacturing and supply chain type of thing. They want to do that for payments, where all payments are going through ISO 20022. So any payment, whether it's a crypto payment, whether it's just a traditional cash payment or anything like that, they want it to be traced through ISO 20022.
Well,
so I'm not trying to make it sound like the future is bleak or anything, because I know most people...
It's not.
I know most of us are good people, so we're not like criminals. What they really want
Yeah.
that for is for criminals.
That's the thing. So a lot of people are freaking out like, oh, they're going to know everything about me. Well, come on. I mean, if you're not like a serial rapist or murderer, like, why do you care so much? It's no big deal. Although your privacy is being taken. Yeah, that's the whole goal of the whole movement.
I think some of the fear too
just
is
what we're
people
doing.
having their identity replicated by accident, maybe, because like, oh, if they have all my information and everything that I do, can they replicate like an illusion of what I am and then say, oh, but you did so and so this, and then you'd be like, wait, no, I really didn't do it. Oh, but we have the tracing.
We got the deep fake. And,
We got- yeah,
we got
exactly.
We got
We
your
got it.
clone ready to go. So
Exactly, man. Exactly, dude.
No, I know what you're saying, bro. I mean, I know what you're saying.
Yeah,
Uh,
exactly, man.
It's a security, it's a privacy thing. It's just human, the society that we're in. We have
We're
a certain
migrating
amount
over
of
to the internet world, man. That's what I'm trying to say. We're
more
migrating fully
universal,
into the internet.
globalist kind of ideals. You know, more of everyone knows everything about each other. Not everything, but
Yeah.
financially though. And that's another thing is that like when I sign in with my MetaMask, you know. And I give my wallet address away and stuff. It's almost like I'm giving a part of my identity away. It's like
Right.
I'm giving my bank account to people. So it's like this is a whole new territory, guys.
Right.
We're not used to, and you know it'll take a few years for people to get comfortable with it. I know. I'm luckily people like us, you know, you and I,
Adaptable.
the people here in the community, we have already started to get used to it, and we've helped each other through this stuff. We've talked about this stuff. We can kind of get we've got a grasp on kind of what the future looks like. And most people, though, the majority, probably 80 to 90% of people, have no idea what's coming.
Exactly. We're just still such a small community in general. Like the whole crypto community in general is so small. I mean, maybe BTC people, there's like a ton of people in the BTC community, but for all these other cryptos and anything that you're in, such a small percentage. No,
We're
man.
so
such
early.
a tiny.
We're gonna get
perc-
fucking rich. I don't give a fuck, man. I'm gonna just say we're gonna get so rich, man. We're in such a niche market that is actually gonna be
That's gonna
more than a
take
niche,
off.
you know,
Yeah.
market eventually. And like you were saying before, Bitcoin, dude. What's the deal with Bitcoin? The hypers are pumping it up. The
Right.
you
The
know.
Pomplianos, the
Oh,
Jason Williams.
Did you see his interview with Brad Garlinghouse, dude?
Yeah, that was. I can't believe he straight up. It was his opinion, so I won't say he lied, but no way
It looks
he
like
does
he
it.
was lying, man.
Yeah. I mean, dude, people are trying to read
He
his
doesn't
body
give a
language.
fuck, bro. He's gonna say whatever he wants that pumps Bitcoin,
Yeah,
man.
exactly. I'm sure he has some XRP in his portfolio, especially if you know Brad Garlinghouse well enough to interview him at least 3 to a couple of times.
Yeah.
Like, he's supporting the XRP cause. It's his business to be selling those BTC miners, like those mining rigs that he provides and whatever. His whole thing is BTC. And who knows, maybe BTC does change in the future, but if it changes, then it's not the normal BTC anymore. But maybe BTC maxis don't give a fuck about that, and
I
they're
just
just like,
don't
I only
see
care
it.
about gains.
I see Bitcoin being morbidly obese.
Yeah.
And it ain't gonna last much longer. It's bloated, it's huge, but it's gonna have a heart attack and die someday. Because why would it stay around? And they can't. There are so many other cryptos.
Yeah.
Now that crypto's starting to become more of the spotlight, that will shine. You know, and I mean, come on, like. you got to pay attention to what, like partnerships and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What they're
and you're
be
actually
using.
hearing them saying, I want to use this token, or they want to use this token for their processes. They're hoping that they can scale it up over time, right? Like that's what I posted recently with XLM and XRP. It requires patience because you need CBDCs to be out there first or implemented by these countries, and then you can see those types of blockchains that are good with cross-border payments of CBDCs to really start scaling up like crazy. So right now we're not seeing that like tremendous scale, but man, I read a PDF from Accenture. They were saying down the line it would have to be progressive, the use of those tokens. So that, I mean, that requires patience. You know, everybody's like, well, if it's so great, how come they're not using it right away? If there's so many partners, it doesn't look like they're using it. All this stuff, how come the speculation isn't going crazy? Well, ask that for the majority of the coins that are out there too. They all went through a bear market. They all went down 90% from their all-time high. They didn't really gain, except for Link. Link came out of nowhere.
I was thinking about Link, yeah.
Link's the only one that really took off apart from like a lot of the other
It was
cryptos.
mostly Microsoft, you know, like Intel that boosted them.
But you would think like,
community.
I hope we're starting to see that speculation come back in and that FOMO come back in, like with announcements from like Brian Brooks, the OCC, saying, hey, U.S. banks can custody digital assets now.
That started the bull run, guys.
Dude,
that was the start.
I really hope it was, man. I thought the speculation would have ran rampant. Let's go through here. We'll just have to go through that whole line again. But yeah. What's up to everybody in the chat, by the way? Hello. Guys, man, 38 likes. That's crazy.
Hackenberg, Lady Enigma, bruh, XRP. What's up?
Bruh, XRP.
What's up, guys? IQ, I'm glad you stick around because you don't like XRP, but you're always on my channel anyways. That's cool. I mean, I like that.
No, yeah, I like other cryptos too. I like XLM, Algo, HBAR. I like the ones that are trying to be that are playing with the regulators. I'm not trying to take big risks. I just want the ones that I know that are trying to work with regulators or on Hyperledger.
That's where you got to pay attention, man. It's like, what are they within regulation? Do they talk about? Do the developers talk about regulations? Does the CEO or the head of the crypto or whatever, do they ever talk about regulations? If they do, then they're secure. They feel fine, and they know they're gonna make it. And that's why I'm fine with AMP. They talk about regulations all the time. Gemini, of course. The top 10 cryptos in my portfolio are going to be regulatory compliant, and so I'm fine with that. And you have to pay attention to that shit. You can't just go with the hype of the whatever community you're in. That's what people do, you know.
And
it just goes out.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, we back?
Yeah, I think we're back. So I can tell you how many cryptos though that you do heavy research on, and you're like, damn, there's all these partnerships, but you see them not talking at all about regulatory compliance. You see no activity on a YouTube channel that they may have or anything like that. And that's where I get a little suspect. I'm like, because being a scam coin and being in a space that's full of scams, you could do shit like that where oh, hey, we're partnered up with this. You could totally lie to your investors and then get their money, and then next thing you know, you exit scam out of there.
Yeah.
Say what you want about Ripple. Ripple was the first one to set that trend to be like, hey, we don't want to circumvent banks. We don't want to circumvent governments. They're one of the only.
They're going to be heroes. Our community is going to be heroes, bro.
Dude, they were the first crypto to get a bit license in New York. XRP was the first one. XRP2, whatever their subsidiary is, was the first one to get a bit license in New York. Not Bitcoin, not Ethereum. That's what is great. Yeah. And they're a centralized company. Ripple's a centralized company. They decided the best crypto for our business is going to be XRP. Obviously, the creators gifted the Ripple people like a bunch of XRP, but it's not like they don't want to do anything with it. I'm sure they made some gains off this recent pump, and probably going to make a shit ton of other gains off the next pump that comes. But like I said, regulatory compliance is key, without a doubt.
As long as we're making gains with them, that's all I care about.
Exactly.
That's why we got the YouTube channel. Go subscribe to G-Dlt if you haven't already. Just type it in, G-Dlt XRP. His channel will come up first thing. As far as I know, I don't think your channel's been shadow banned or anything. So you can type it in, and his your name will come right up.
Right. Yeah.
So
G-Dlt.
check it out. Go download. I mean, go subscribe. Really good live streams lately,
dude. They've been fun. We've been talking about that importance of being regulatory compliant. I think it's going to be a crazy year, man. I think hopefully this last chapter of 2020 can give us another fat green candle for the certain cryptos that we're invested in. And then going into 2021, it could be a different year, dude.
Oh, yeah. So I think the next week or so is going to be good, green. I think we're going to have a dump. And then that's why I'm going to be taking profits the next few days.
What do you think of this whole Flare Spark token thing?
I was just going to talk about it.
Yeah.
I think it's good. I think it's either one of two things. It's either Ripple getting desperate. I don't want to start with that because it's.
I hear you.
It's either them saying, "Oh shit, we got to get in the DeFi game."
Yeah.
And you notice
Smart
it's not just
DeFi.
Ripple. It's not just XRP, VeChain, and like a whole bunch of like other cryptos are talking
Stellar
about
even,
DeFi too. Stellar too. And I got something going on I got a announcement with Unstoppable Domains and
hell yeah,
Stellar coming up pretty soon. So anyway, I can't talk much more about it.
That's awesome.
And so there are things that are happening with DeFi and Ripple. So it's either one or two things. Either Ripple got desperate, so they're like, "Oh shit, we got to get our community like happy," Yeah. We're gonna give them some free money,
right?
It's either that or they really truly are gonna get into DeFi, and and maybe the first DeFi run was, they were watching it closely and they learned a lot from it. And Flare, I haven't looked into Flare too much though. Have you?
I need a deep dive a little bit more into Flare for sure because it's getting so damn close now. It's getting, and it's really interesting how a lot of things are lining up around that Flare drop. The Binance International thing, right? Closing to US users is like a pretty big topic, even though Flare will be supported on Binance International. But remember, if you're a US user, you won't be able to claim your
so weird. I mean,
Flare
they're gonna lose a lot of volume, aren't they?
Dude, I personally think Binance International closing to US users is going to really shake up the market. I don't know if we're going to see it right away, but man, I think that's a big announcement, dude. Like, especially for some reason that they have to accelerate it for 40 days, and they shortened it right away.
It was 90 days, 3 months.
Damn, that's crazy, man.
But I mean, do you think that has something to do with the election?
I don't know about that, man, but I definitely feel like it's a sign that maybe the regulators want to get things up and running, or like things going in terms of regulations for this digital asset space. And it's funny because every time Bitcoin starts soaring, this is where we start having like extreme regulation talk, or like, we saw the crash of Bitcoin when it hit 20K last time, right at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Going into Trump's second year as a president and whatnot. And he, some people say that he told Steve Mnuchin, go take care of Bitcoin, right? Some people are saying
take care of it.
Yeah, some people
it's
are saying
fired.
Yeah, he's like, I don't like this Bitcoin, fired.
He says, I'm the real Bitcoin, I'm the orange one.
Yeah, here, I'll get on your left side again.
He said, I'm oranger than Bitcoin.
I'm the orange thing. Invest in me. Oh man, but
the regulation, and they push it. Everything starts to happen when things are go towards all-time highs.
Yeah, I think it's just like it's a lot of I feel like crypto right now is a very, very fun space, and it's been a fun space for a long time, at least to me, and I think to you, right?
Yeah.
And I think there is going to be like a kind of melancholy or compromise that us investors will have to make, and that will be maybe seeing some of the coins we've invested in turned out to be scams or not regulatory compliant after all, right? And I think that'll be a rude awakening. Like I feel like 2022 we should, like, I think end of 2021 or 2022 the space should look so different. It should.
It will.
It should.
I think it will, bro. Definitely.
I mean, if it isn't, and they just want to keep dragging this on, keep testing our patience, I'm holding stronger than, like, wow, you still haven't came out with regulatory things for crypto. People will start to say they'll never come out with it. They just keep telling you that they are, but that's just so you don't invest and whatnot. No, I think
there's a lot of people who think they know it all too.
Yeah.
They hear shit and they repeat it. They don't really do much research.
And
I'm not like I'm kind of like that, but not do research.
I mean, I'm all for gut feeling, man, but sometimes you got to find a way to back up that gut feeling, right? You need to find that
balance.
info.
You got to have that balance, bro, because there are people who are intuitive, and they, that's a great thing when it comes to crypto, guys.
Right.
Trust your gut, trust your intuition, like whatever the first instinct you have, just kind of like check it out, like understand where that's coming from.
And I think with you and me, we're very willing to adapt, or like more open to all the options of what can happen. It's not like just a specific thing. I definitely
open-minded.
I think I'm pretty strict about like the regulation aspect, because I think that's just, it's a given. It's not even like something that
is a given.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen. Well, we're about to end the live stream, but so is there anything you want to end up with?
Okay, yeah, for sure. Just appreciate everybody who tuned in. Thanks for the 100 viewers. Thanks for the 61 likes, you guys. Crypto Mike's the man, dude. He's really cool in real life as well. I know a lot of people just see him through the camera, but he's a cool guy. And appreciate y'all. If you guys want to check out my channel, G-Dlt, I do live streams almost every day.
He's been on it, guys. Like
during
go
the
check
day,
him out
at
for
night,
sure.
whatever, man.
Thanks, 50 KT. Oh, and I saw someone else like left the super chat. So thanks, whoever did. I didn't see who. I'm really bad at that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we didn't get to look at the chat. I can't wait to see it later, though, you guys.
Okay, hold on. It was Lady Enigma.
Oh, you rock, Lady Enigma.
Chat. Thanks a lot. She's been awesome.
She's cool, man. Yeah,
awesome.
Lady Enigma is a great addition to just the community in general, man.
Yeah. Hey, John. Thanks.
She's got a channel too, dude.
No way. What?
Yeah, Lady Enigma's opening up.
How does she ever say anything?
She's getting her own channel now.
Oh, cool. Okay, yeah. Legendary Dave says you have a great channel.
Appreciate it.
Seriously, you guys need to subscribe. I've been enjoying at night going and checking out his live stream, being in his live stream. It's so fun. It's a different experience. I'm serious. It's a different experience than most channels. So definitely check out G-Dlt's channel.
And I appreciate you doing this, man. It was good hanging with you and seeing how your
chats
are
no
like,
problem.
man.
Like,
it's good seeing how Crypto Mike does his phone live
and
streams,
it's really
man.
nothing, no big deal. It's just
awesome, man. It's
anyone
smooth.
can do it, guys. Anyone can do it.
Alex D vlogs tonight, man. Tonight. It's a little inside joke.
XRP Bag said subbed. Awesome, bro. We didn't know if you're ever gonna do that or not, but cool, dude. And XRP Bags has his own channel too. I mean, he's gonna be like a famous fucking rapper someday. So or hip hop artist. Like he's good. He's good.
He's already doing what future rappers are gonna be trying to do once these things pop
Bro,
off.
they all talk about money all the time. Like, why don't they talk about XRP? Well, they don't know it's money. That's why.
That's awesome, man.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for being here. And you guys just hodl strong, and be good people. Okay.
Adios.
Alex D, Lady Enigma, XRP Bags. We'll see you guys later. Barney Rubble, John Del Rio, Bro XRP. Thanks for the super chat, Alex D Blogs. You guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you later. Legendary Dave and Fancy Pants XRP, all you guys. I love you guys. Kudos to you for being here early. All right. See you guys.
Adios.
Crypto Mike out. And G-Dlt out. Peace.